أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Alright, read the namaz from Nia.
إني
No,
وجهت وجهي.
your voice is not clear. Can't hear you properly.
It is clear. إني وجهت وجهي للذي فطر السماوات والأرض حنيفا وما أنا من المشركين الله أكبر سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى الله أكبر التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الله أكبر
No, the rules.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد رب زدني علما السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله اللهم إنا نستعينك ونستغفرك ونؤمن بك ونتوكل عليك ونثني عليك الخير ونشكرك ولا نكفرك ونخلق
Wanatruku.
ونترك من يفجرك اللهم إياك نعبد ولك نصلي ونسجد وإليك نسعى ونخفد ونرجو رحمتك ونخشى عذابك إن عذابك بالكفار
Mulhiq.
ملحق.
Okay. Did your father listen to your prayer?
Yeah,
What did he say?
he
Was
said it's good.
was he happy?
Yes.
All right, that's great. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلا بعضهم إلى بعض قالوا أتحدثونهم بما فتح الله عليكم ليحاجوكم به عند ربكم أفلا تعقلون أولا أولا يعلمون أن الله يعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون ومنهم أميون لا يعلمون الكتاب إلا أماني وإن هم إلا يظنون فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب بأيديهم ثم يقولون هذا من عند الله ليشتروا به ثمنا قليلا فويل لهم مما كتبت أيديهم وويل لهم مما يكسبون وقالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودة قل أتخذتم عند الله عهدا فلن يخلف الله عهده أم تقولون على الله ما لا تعلمون. Alright, you read now.
وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلا بعضهم إلى
بعضهم
بعضهم إلى بعض قالوا وتحدثونهم بما فتح الله عليكم ليحاجوكم به عند ربكم أفلا تعقلون أولا يعلمون أن الله يعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون ومنهم أميون
What?
لا
أميون
أميون لا يعلمون الكتاب إلا أماني وإن هم إلا يظنون
Next.
فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب
بأيديهم
بأيديهم
ثم
يقولون
يقولون
ثم
ثم
يقولون
ثم
ثم يقولون هذا من عند الله ليشتروا به ثمنا
قليلا
فويل قليلا فويل لهم مما كتبت
Come on, what are you
أيديهم
doing? Open your eyes. Wake up, drink some coffee. Read again from here, little girl.
فويل لهم مما
كتبت
أيديهم
كتبت
كتبت
yeah.
أيديهم وويل لهم مما يكسبون وقالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أيام معدودة
أياما معدودة
أياما معدودة
Hmm.
قل أتخذتم عند الله عهدا فلن يخلف
فلن
الله
يخلف الله. Come on.
فلن يخلف
فلن
الله
يخلف الله.
فلن يخلف الله عهده أم تقولون على الله ما لا تعلمون.
صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم.
Call to man, call to mind the time when you murdered a soul and then began putting the blame on each other while Allah was to uncover what you hid concerning the truth of the matter. This verse refers to the murder mentioned above and is therefore the beginning of the story. It is mentioned afterwards so that a separate lesson can be learned from it. We said, strike it, the murdered corpse, with a piece of it, with the piece of the slaughtered bull, so that the dead man can tell the people who murdered him. In a like manner does Allah bring the dead back to life, and He shows you His ayat, His power, so that you may understand that just as Allah brought the dead man back to life, He will do the same on the day of Qiyamah when He brings mankind back to life. Thereafter, O Jews, even after seeing an example of how people can be brought back to life and after seeing so many of Allah's ayat, your hearts hardened against accepting the truth, becoming like rocks or even harder. In fact, even rocks are not so hard because there are those rocks from which rivers gush forth, while some of them split open, causing water to flow from them. Then there are even those that fall prostrate because of fear of Allah. However, unlike these rocks, your hearts remain unaffected and show no sign of softness or surrendering. However, Allah is not unaware of what you do. Allah is giving you more time only because the predestined time for your punishment has not yet arrived. O mu'mineen, do you still hope that they, the Jews, will have Iman for your sake when there is a party from them, their rabbis, as well as those who went to Mount Tur with Musa and heard Allah speak, who listened to Allah's speech, the Torah, and then purposely alter it after understanding it? Entertain no such hopes because they will not follow you in Iman. Dua for forgiveness. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbi wa atubu ilayh. You read.
Okay, dua for forgiveness. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayh.
Read
I
the
seek
translation.
forgiveness from Allah, my Lord. I return to Him through repentance.
Yeah, good job. Nuh alayhi salam. Nuh alayhi salam was a clever man. He used to tell all the people about Allah. He told them that there is only one God, but they did not listen to him. They thought statues and pictures that humans had made with their own hands were God. Nuh alayhi salam tried and tried for many, many years to make them believe, but only some of them believed him about Allah. One day, Allah told Nuh to make a big boat. He told him how to make it. Nuh alayhi salam worked hard all day and all night to build it, and the angels helped him. The people made fun of him and thought he was silly because there was no water nearby. But Allah had told Nuh that so much water was going to come that all the houses and roads would be covered like a sea. And that's why they would need the big boat. Allah told Nuh alayhi salam to take the good people and take two of each animal, bird and insect, on the boat where they would be safe. Then the water came and there was so much that even the mountains were covered. But Nuh alayhi salam, the good people and the animals and birds and insects were safe, and when the water went away again, they thanked Allah and lived happily. The mirror. Once upon a time, a wazir was walking around the market with his high officials. He came across the slave market. Pitiful people who had lost their freedom were being sold one by one. The wazir approached the slaves. He wanted to see them more closely. Just then, an old slave said to the wazir, "There is a stain on your turban, sir." The wazir took off his turban and examined it. The slave was right. This meant that he had been walking through the market with a stained turban for hours, and everybody had seen it. How embarrassing! Then he looked at his companions sadly and said to them, "You saw the stain on my turban, yet you closed your eyes and did not tell me anything about it. I just realized that my real friend was that poor slave. I cannot let my true friend be sold as a slave. Buy him immediately and set him free." Later, the wazir had the following hadith of Wazir had the following hadith of the Prophet framed and sent it to his men so they so that they would never forget this incident. A Muslim is the mirror of another Muslim, which means that it is our duty as Muslims to advise other Muslims, practice Islam ourselves as well as advise others. Whenever we see anybody doing a wrong thing, we should separately tell that person, not in front of other people, but separately, that please, brother or sister, do not do this. It is bad. It is haram. It is a sin.
Mhm.
So, this is how Muslims should conduct and behave with each other.
Mhm.
Because if we talk, if we tell him to not to do anything wrong in front of other people, he may get feel insulted. So we must not insult others to correct others. In order to correct others, we must be more humble and more wise. We should approach the other person in a wise manner, not in an arrogant or rude manner. We should be humble and civilized. Anyway, all right. So inshallah, meet you tomorrow. Wish you best of luck. Assalamu alaikum
Okay.
wa rahmatullah.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah hafiz. Yeah.
Assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Allah